Good morning, Twisties. Welcome to freezing cold Michigan in April. We've had snow the past 2 days. There was hail last week. I mean, welcome to Michigan. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute. It's been actually kind of fun to watch the different variable types of weather that we can get in a week. The day before it was hailing, I was outside on my back deck in short sleeves and no shoes on. I had my lunch out there. And today I'd have to put on my winter coat and find a nice scarf and wrap up. Whatever. Thanks, Michigan. It's kind of been fun, but I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for it to be able to be outside in my own backyard since I'm home anyway. Oh boy. Hey, I've got some news. Last week we did a vote for some retired colorways or some club colorways that were not available that people really wanted to see and have them come back. And we have a very clear winner. You made your choice. It was undeniable. The winner was Sea Glass. Yay! I wish I had fireworks. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm not that good. Sea Glass was the winner, and because it was by far and away the winner, we decided that you guys really you meant business, you were really serious. So we are going to bring it back into permanent rotation. Yay! Meg is working on the formula right now. She's going to stabilize it so that we can do that. And then we'll have some photos, a photo set dyed, and we'll get those pictures taken, and then I'll do my job and get it up on the website. So it'll take a few weeks for us to get all those steps done, especially since we're only at the studio one at a time. So that's gonna give us a little bit of a delay, but we're gonna get it up in the next few weeks, and there will be information. I'll do a video, there'll be some word about it in the newsletter. I'm sure there'll be something on Ravelry, Facebook, everything. As a big release, Sea Glass is the winner. Yay! So all of you who voted for Sea Glass, give yourself a little pat on the back. You helped make that happen. We were only going to release them at a week at a time, but because it was so overwhelming, we said, let's just put it back in rotation since we can stabilize that formula. So yay, Sea Glass is coming back. I'm so excited. That was by far and away the favorite. But there were some other favorites that came in all kind of in a clump. So it was Sea Glass way at the front, and then a whole like 6 or 7 that were all like within a few points of each other as also favorites. So we said, well, why not? Let's release them all 1 week at a time. We'll take a week off, I think end of May for Memorial Day, but other than that, this is going to take us into June, you guys. This is kind of exciting. So if you got this video, if you open this video from the newsletter, you've already seen the schedule. Some of you though may be going straight to YouTube. You get an alert to say that I have a new video. So I thought I'd just go through the winners for you right now. This schedule is available in our newsletter. I'll put it, pardon me, I'll put it online as well in our sales section that will be up on the website later today. So you'll be able to see it there as well. So the winners, and this is in order, after Sea Glass, the next winner was Parakeet. Parakeet will be available April 19th through the 25th. That's next week. So I've got a lot of work to do to get that up on the site before then. 19th, I think, is Sunday. Yep, I've got these sales running Sunday through Saturday. And then it'll flip over to the next one on the Sunday, the next day. So Parakeet is next. After that was Lucky Penny. Thank you, one of my all-time favorites. That'll be available April 26th through May 2nd. Then there's Salsa, May 3rd through 9th. Solace, May 10th through 16th. Dowager, May 17th through 23rd. Thomas, May 31st through June 6th. That's interesting. Those two were in the same club, and they're like right in the same. They were just 1 point away from each other in as far as popularity. That's cool. And then the last one is Tea Cake. Now, Tea Cake is a mutating variegate. It will be available June 7th through the 13th. And if you don't know what a mutating varigate is, you know what, I'll have to do a video about that. I don't have one with me today to show off, but I'll get one. I'll get one and I'll bring it home and we'll talk about it sometime. It's really kind of cool. It's an evolution, but it's also a variegated yarn with kind of spots, and it's got a lot of interest. But the color still evolves even though it's also variegated. It's pretty cool. You'll see. Next week or the week after, I'll do a little thing on mutating variegates just so you can kind of get an idea of what it is. We don't do a whole lot of them. They're really hard to dye. Meg is the only one who can do it properly, so that you still get the evolution and it doesn't just end up being a variegated yarn. Yeah, we'll talk more about that another time. So there you are, guys. Those are your winners. Go ahead and take a peek at the website later today or tomorrow. Everything will be up and updated so that you can see what we've got going on. And this Sunday, yes, Sunday, April 19th, I'm looking at my calendar and my computer at the same time to make sure I say the right days. Sunday, April 19th through the 25th, Parakeet will be available. That was the #1 vote getter after Sea Glass. So I hope if you voted for it, you'll go to our site and pick yourself up an evolution or a self-striping skein. I think I'll make the coordinates or the solids available as well, so you can get that if you want. We're doing sweaters right now over in Ravelry. This would be a great time to have something really unique, something that other people aren't going to have, because they're just available for the limited time, and you could get yourself some sweater quantities of stuff. Speaking of sweaters, we're still working on a knit along over on Ravelry. In fact, it looks like it is pretty set in stone. We're calling it the Twisted Garment Knit Along. It's going to begin on May 1st, and everyone's welcome. Go over to Ravelry. I'll put a link in the notes so that you can find the thread. But it's turning out to be pretty fun. Everybody's kind of got their own thing going on, and a couple people are doing the same project. Other people are just saying, well, I'll join in, but I'm making this, I'm making that. It's a great way to connect with people during this time of self-isolation and have some chatter and enjoy yourself while you're knitting. It's your knitting group, but online. So go and take a look at that. We are rushing orders for knit-alongs right now. If possible, if it comes in, we're trying to, dye it and get it out as quickly as possible so that you can participate in that one. So over on Ravelry, the Twisted Garment Knit Along, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to participate. I'm excited. I've never done a garment before. I've done shawls and other things, but not a sweater or anything else. I think I'm going to do a vest. I talked about that in another video, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I just have to pick a color. You feel that, right? Another knit along that's going on over on Ravelry is the one with designer Susan Pandorf, Love in the Time of Coronavirus. She suggests using an Arial extra large. Most of those are already gone and in people's hands now. There are still a few orders trickling in, but I wanted to give you a heads up. I put this in the newsletter. I thought I'd say it here too. We do have a few on hand. A few Arial extra larges that is on hand that we could ship out right away if you wanted to participate in this and get your yarn before the first clue. We can certainly do that if it's one of these following colorways. We have one of each of these. We have a Big Bad Wolf, Eclipse, Fox, Newton, Talisman, Warlock, and Wilderness. So if you're interested, send us an email, goods@twistedfiberart.com. It's a first come, first serve kind of situation. If I get an email for it, I will, the first one I get, I will mark as theirs and send an invoice accordingly. So send me an email, say, hey, is this still available? And I will let you know if it's still there. I'll send you an invoice. If it's not, I will reply in kind. I think it's kind of cool that we can do that. We don't usually have a whole lot of things on hand because we dye for shows and then we go to a show and then we sell the yarn. So we don't often have a back stock of things at the studio. Right now we do. So that means we can help you. Arial extra large, the loving the time of coronavirus. Let me know if you need one of those. Cool. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I know. Club, guys. We sent out club yesterday. Yay! Fun! And Meg worked so hard, those two, to get that done. It's hard to dye for 10 hours straight with nobody else there. It gets lonely. I had a lot of phone calls saying, talk to me while I'm dyeing. And scanning and getting all these things done. It's hard. And then Fawn yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday, she was sitting there all day long getting those boxes packed. She and I were on phone calls together trying to make sure that everybody got exactly what they ordered. I think everything went out. I think we're all set. You should start getting them today. So check your mailbox. Thank your mail carrier from inside your door. Wave at him and blow him kisses and say thank you for delivering your club box. It's really fun. The colors are amazing as always. True to the theme, I really think, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, club members. I'm kind of excited to start seeing the spoiler threads start to fill up over on Ravelry. I'll put a link to those if you want to just kind of watch and enjoy through photos like I do. It's really fun to watch. I put up one of my projects behind me to talk about a little bit because I've got a new project started, and it is this project but on a different yarn. So I'm going to pull this up first. I have to look at it. This is on Glamour. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can adjust my light a little. Maybe you can see. There we go. Do you see all that sparkle? Ooh, isn't it fun? It's really sparkly. This is the Glamour yarn. The name of this pattern is Country Song. I love those little eyelets down there. I love eyelets. It's a very simple shawl. It was very easy to knit, which is one of the reasons I decided to do this project again. This is a Glamour large, so about 500 yards, made this size. And I love it, but I wish it was a little bigger. Oh, by the way, this colorway is Comma. It was last year's in-person colorway. I'm not gonna be able to dress her really, but I'll take that on. See if you can see it behind me. Let's see if that helps. Nope. Okay, so I decided to do it again, but I wanted it bigger. So I am using an extra large Cake of Evolution yarn. I am using something we are testing out. We started sending out some samples of it. We are calling it Svelte. Because it is. It is, you know, the way that Tasty and Yummy are sister yarns, they're the same fiber content, but one is DK and one is fingering. Svelte is the sister yarn to Zaftig. So if you've knit with Zaftig, you know you're in for a treat with this yarn. It is a merino cashmere silk, and this one is fingering weight. It's really hard to see the texture of the yarn on video. It's nice and thin. It's a little fuzzy, but it doesn't give a halo on the yarn itself. I think the yarn itself is really smooth. It has a bit of a twist. It feels really nice in your fingers as you're knitting. I mean, cashmere and silk, yay. It knits really smooth, and when you have, when you have the fabric made, it's like, I was trying to describe it to somebody, and I said, you know how soft Muse is? Muse is our silk base, merino silk 50/50. It's softer than that, if that's possible, but it doesn't feel like it will be when you just feel the string, the yarn itself. If you're just feeling it like this, it's really soft and it's really smooth going through your fingers. But once it gets into a fabric, the feel is just amazingly soft. It's so soft and it's really light, which I think I'm gonna enjoy. So I am using, oh, and the other thing is it's a super wash. So the color is like boing, it's really great. Here, I'm using Zion colorway. Can you see it? Let's see, right? And it's a top-down shawl, so I'll have a beautiful coral swatch here at the bottom when I get to it, and then I'll have the purple at the top. I like purple, so I think it looks pretty okay with my complexion, so I wear that at the top. But it's just so light and airy, and I'm using more yardage than that one, so I'm really looking forward to wearing it. I'll keep you updated as I knit and see. I can't wait to get to some of the eyelets and see how that texture looks. So if you are ordering from us right now, look for a sample of Svelte in your order, and just knit up the little swatch. See how it feels as a fabric, because it truly does feel a little different. It's kind of surprising the way it feels coming just in the thread, and then the way it feels as a fabric it's really different and kind of surprising. I love it. I hope you love it too. If you guys love it, then we'll probably bring it into rotation. I think even if you guys don't love it, Meg and I are gonna just keep ordering it for ourselves because we love it just so much. It's a beautiful yarn. That's not in the newsletter, guys. I know, I've been trying to stick to the newsletter and tell everybody the things that are in the newsletter are the same that the things in the video, but there are a few things that I can't help. I just gotta let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. Meg hates it when I do that, but I gotta do it. All right, thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week. Keep knitting. Check out Parakeet this week and join a knit along. It's super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. See you guys later. Bye.